basic stuff.
Shoot 'em ups are one of the oldest video game genres I can think of, and after all this time I'm always impressed when developers find new and exciting ways to make the genre relevant. Jetlancer by publisher Armor Games Studio and developers Vladimir Frunskin and Nikolai Danielson takes what works for more recent aerial shooters and cranks it up a notch for a frenetic, high-octane action gaming experience. In Jetlancer, you take control of Ash Le Guin, a sassy flight school dropout turned mercenary. Ironically, since Ash is one of the best pilots out there, she is continuously requested to help the Flight Academy students defend the skies against the malicious sky pirates. As the story progresses and motives are revealed, Ash quickly realizes things are more complex than she initially assumed. Jetlancer almost immediately throws you into action, after just a few intro tutorials to learn the basics. While flying, you have complete control of your jet propulsion and can turn it on and off with ease. This makes for tricky turns and repositioning of your jet reasonably easy to control. Along with this, you also have an acceleration boost to send you flying across the airfield. If you use it too much, it can temporarily overheat, leaving you potentially vulnerable without acceleration or other moves tied into your boost. Along with your standard gun, you also have a special move, like the default homing missile. If you hold down your special move button, upon release it will unleash a charge attack. Perhaps the most important feature is your dodge roll move. This allows you to be invulnerable for a second and is key to master, especially when levels become slightly more bullet hell focused. As intense as things can get, the dodge roll is pretty forgiving, making me sometimes wonder how I came out of certain situations unscathed. Still, timing is vital for dodging particularly tricky sections as you can only withstand 3 hits. Ships and backgrounds are represented with nice, bright pixel art. Clean backdrops help you focus a bit more on the action in the foreground, and kept things from getting too cluttered. As simple as they were, I was fond of this vibrant aesthetic. Along with this is a soundtrack influenced by complex math rock, prog rock, and metal. Levels primarily consist of you flying around the screen performing head-spinning aerial maneuvers while dogfighting enemy pilots. Occasionally you will have specific criteria you will need to fulfill during the level, like staying in the range of communication towers, protecting friendly planes during escort missions, or using your weapons sparingly during stealth objectives. Most of these levels are relatively short, making more difficult levels less daunting to try again when you inevitably fail. Failing also gives you a chance to try an array of different weapon and jet modules. Early into the game you'll run into Lem, a talking cat who works as a mechanic on your jet. Lem will change out different weapon and jet modules, giving you several module combinations to try out. Modules range from different weapons to additional coolant for your thrusters or shields. The more daring can try modules with high risk and reward, like lower shields for smoother maneuverability. You are limited to 4 modules, so you have to prioritize what is best for your current mission. Jetlancer is most fun when you have a frantic barrage of enemies to kill while trying to keep yourself alive. The screen swarms with countless sky pirates and is exceptionally chaotic in the best way possible. On top of all that, you need to pay attention to your thruster and special weapon gauges. Several boss battles range from a one-on-one with another skilled pilot to massive mechanical monsters. Each confrontation usually escalates with them using a devastating attack that can be a struggle to avoid. Almost all felt thoroughly rewarding to defeat. Unfortunately, sometimes the game has levels where you're asked to reach a specific score in a time limit, and strangely, enemies can be hard to find. It makes these levels exceptionally brutal and sadly less fun because there may be 2 planes on the battlefield at one time and occasionally on opposite sides of your screen. It's a far cry from the onslaught of enemies that makes other parts of the game so enjoyable. The difficulty also strangely gets easier the more power-up modules you get. You can set your modules in a way that makes it more challenging I suppose, but what fun is that? Here's hoping an update comes that gives these levels some more enemies to encounter. Jetlancer offers a decent amount of replay value. After you beat the game, you can play New Game Plus, a mode where you can use your previous jet modules and obtain new ones all while fighting more difficult enemies. It really tests your mettle and is just as fun, if not more so, the second time around. As tough and crazy as Jetlancer can be, it's so cathartic to blast away hordes of enemies while dodging every obstacle in sight. Jet modules and weapon combos provide a great deal of customization and fit countless different playstyles. While there are some issues with difficulty scaling and score-based levels, there's still plenty here to love. Whether you're a seasoned shoot-'em-up pilot or a rookie in the genre, Jet Lancer will take you on a wild ride. Noisy Pixel is giving Jet Lancer an 8 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers who work hard to bring you news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all our future content.